Hello, soul family. It's been so long. I am so excited to see you guys tonight. So, obviously, this is a much different time than normal, right? Yeah. Still trying to figure out where I can fit my lives in now that school is restarted. So those that don't know, I use online school for my kids. We have for the last 10 years. And my youngest is a kindergartner this year. So lots of new changes at our house. Adjusting, really, from 3 in school to all 4 in school. So lives are going to be sporadic, but they are going to be every week again. Who's excited, right? So what I want you guys to do, if you're watching the replay or after the live stream, comment on this video if you prefer lunchtime live streams, which would be lunchtime my time, so 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or nighttime live streams. No matter where you are in the world, I'm on Mountain Standard Time, so, figure that out for your own time zone. If you prefer lunchtime or nighttime, let me know. So, hello everybody that's joining us already. Moonstar and Paula, it's been forever. So, yes, tonight I have broken out the Halloween cards because it's September. We only get to use them for so long. So, yes. I'm going to do all signs first, okay? And then I'm going to run my credits, and after the credits, I will take questions if we still have time. I'm planning for about 2 hours of live streaming, guys. So if you have a question that you would like answered, stick around. Remember, I do not do love questions, okay? I am a healing tarot reader. So if you have healing questions or questions about, where to go in your career or stuff like that. But I don't do direct love questions. So let's get started on our zodiac readings. So all signs individually, we are going to start with earth signs. So I'm going to start with Taurus tonight. All right. Everybody is going to get a 3-card reading, an oracle card, and a self-care card tonight. So Taurus, we are going to start with the Dark Mansion Tarot. So this is one that I'm using tonight. Dark Mansion. It's Halloween-esque. And then the other tarot deck I'm using is the Nightmare Before Christmas. I do have a review video on the channel for this one if you guys would like to see it in its entirety. And then, of course, we're using the Halloween Oracle deck. And I believe I have a review on this one as well. And then our standard Quality Time by Deja Druitt is our self-care deck for tonight. So how's everybody been? It's been so long since I've got to do a live stream, and I apologize, but I was in hermit mode, and I had to do a little bit of self-healing, so I stepped back for a little bit. But I am back, and there's going to be new things happening. All right, Taurus. What are we going to focus on for the week of September 13th? Yes, Paula, I love using my Halloween-y decks when I can. Now, the Dark Mansion isn't actually a Halloween deck, but it kind of fits with the season, right? And I don't use it very often. Taurus. What does Taurus need? Ooh. Oh, that's ironic. Okay, so Taurus, we're having a little disconnect from our own element right now. So it's time to ground. Now, enjoy, if you're in the northern hemisphere, enjoy the warm weather while you can, okay? Because we are quickly coming into fall and winter. So spend time outdoors and really connect with your element. Taurus is earth element, so spend time with Gaia. Spend time out in a garden or go for a walk in the woods or whatever that looks like for you. Whatever you can reach in your own personal area, right? Also, you have some choices ahead of you. So choose wisely. Go with your gut, all right? You are really in tune with yourself, and a lot of these choices are going to be very tempting, but you're going to lean towards one more than the other. Really go that way. Don't second guess yourself. Just go for it. And last but not least, don't forget to wish on that star. Set dreams, okay? So don't be afraid to give a little bit of your heart and your soul to your passion. Make those dreams come true. Right. Oracle card for you, Taurus. The Graveyard. Unnecessary fear. So with these ones, always read the description for you guys because each one is a little bit different. The stones, they mark the eternal resting place, yet the spirits, they are walking, and they are ready for the chase. Today's modern graveyards are restful places, normally highly manicured and very well set out. Whilst they can be places of profound sadness, few are creepy or gothic old places. Yet they still hold an undercurrent of fear and seem of frightening places. Due to countless stories of haunted graveyards, the thought of walking through cemeteries evokes a fear in many of us. We imagine zombies and ghosts rising from the graves and bad spirits hanging out, waiting to harm an unsuspecting living person who walks by. The idea of being at a graveyard after dark, or worse, at midnight, is the stuff of dares and nightmares. But this isn't the way of every culture. On Mexican Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, which is November 1st, whole families picnic on the graves of their loved ones. And children play in the graveyard. People play music, they drink wine and share food, all in the company of the dead. It's a way for them to really honor their ancestors that have passed. Graveyard dust is used as an ingredient in protective spells, not curses. If you pull this card and know that your fear is unnecessary. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct next step and that you will act upon them. So like I said, go with your gut. It is an unnecessary fear. It's you overthinking, okay? Take time for yourself. Grab yourself a cup of tea, herbal, black, green, whatever flavor you want tonight. Herbal tea by Magic Tea Hour, or Magic Tea Hour. Well, that's my magic tea right now, right? Magic Hour tea. There is a link in the description box if you would like to go check out their teas. They're amazing. Xena does such an awesome job curating them. I couldn't tell you which one's my favorite. So anyway, grab yourself some tea. It doesn't have to be fancy. And sit and relax with yourself. Enjoy your company, right? Maybe watch a movie with your tea, or listen to some soothing music, or, I don't know, read a book. All things that I enjoy. Have I ever tried milk tea? I have not tried milk tea, but I will add that and look it up and see, because I love pretty much every kind of tea, really. Except for the really super spicy ones. I'm not real fond of those, but yeah, I like most tea. All right, Taurus, thank you so much. We love you. It is time for Virgo. Super good, especially with some boba. Ooh. I do love boba tea. We don't have a lot of those around here. In fact, I only know of like one place in the Magic Valley where I live that has boba tea, and it's kind of spendy, so we don't go there very often, but it is good. I do like it. All right, Virgo, what do you need to know for the week of September 13th? All right, Virgo, my friends. Interesting. Looks like we're doing some healing, Virgo. This is a good thing. All right, so my Virgos, it looks like you have just passed through some dark times and you're doing a little bit of healing. You're reaching back to your passion, that thing that really lights you up. It may be a person, place, or thing. It could be an activity, but this particular thing it really lights your fire. It makes you feel good. And it's starting to come back into your life. Here we see the passing of the struggles that you've been going through. I know so many people are going through struggles right now in this great big planet of ours. But right now, Virgo, this is at the very top of your mind. The thing that has been, going on the most. So, you finally get a breather. You finally get a breather, Virgo, from the shit show that's been going on. Good news, right? However, we're not quite ready to be in charge of the situation. It is still processing. We're still getting through it, okay? Water's next. I can totally do water's next. So your card, Virgo, is eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. So maybe, Virgo, you've lost a loved one recently. Maybe this person they could have moved out of your life, or they could have been lost to, other circumstances. Now, loved ones are not always people. Remember, loved ones can be animals. They can be our familiars. When the body leaves us and our souls are above, our possessions no longer. Nothing remains but the intertwining of love. All of us are the product of a millennia of love. Our parents, our ancestors by blood and ritual all have some way created the DNA that weaves through our bodies. Love, in fact, powers life and death. When most of us first encounter death in our lives, we experience grieving too, and in some ways, that feeling could be described as the absence of love and the absence of that person or being. But the kind of love that is often shared between family members, friends, and lovers, separated only by physical death, is the kind that poets wax and they make lyrics about, they make songs about, poems, stories of all kinds. It's truly eternal and transcends death. Should you choose this card for eternal love, my Virgos, you are being reminded that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is more powerful than death itself. Love lingers. It leaves its own legacy, and we should be aware of this every day that we live. For those that are ready for and desiring of a partner, it also indicates that a significant love is close at hand and to be ready to open up to this new experience. So Virgos, if you are waiting for your soulmate, maybe they're just right around the corner, but make sure you have to be open to it. Oh, Virgos, you need self-care card. What am I doing here? All right, self-care for Virgos. It's time to focus. Focus on something you love, whether it's taking pictures or painting or doing puzzles, whatever it happens to be. Take time to focus on something you love. All right, next is Capricorn, and then we are on to waters. So, Cappies, you're going to get the Dark Mansion. I love the way this deck shuffles. It is so smooth. Oh, my baby is calling me. So we got a new baby in our home. His name is Albus. Yes, as in the professor on Harry Potter. All my cats have Harry Potter names. And he is the spitting image of my cat, Mister, that I had. He was my familiar, a gray tabby minx. So he has no tail. I'm going to grab him super fast so you can see. All right, now, you want to come say hi? Come here. Come here, come say hi. Can you purr for everybody? Say hi. This is Albus. He's my baby. But kitties aren't allowed in the office because they make a mess. So, you have to go play with the kids. Okay? He's adorable, and we have lots of cuddle time, and he's such a good purr. It's so very soothing. You know how when there's just that connection, like instant? Yeah, I got that with him from a picture. I knew he had to be part of our house. And I already have 5 cats. So now we have 6. But my mom sent me a picture of him. He was a rescue kitty. And so we got him from a local rescue. And he just fit right in from day one. My other cats didn't hardly hiss at him. You know, normally they have like a huge tizzy fit. Nope, they kind of did, just a little bit. Hello, Lady Blind Wolf. I'm so glad you could join us. You just missed it. I just showed my new baby. But if you follow me on Instagram, which, there you go. Every once in a while, I will post pictures of my Albus on Instagram. I do it all the time on Facebook, but yes, on Instagram, I post there so you can see my baby. I am on Capricorn right now. We've already done Taurus and Virgo. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Probably dust or something. Yes, yes, I do remember. All right. Cappies, we got strength tonight. I love this strength card. She's just one badass woman hanging out with her lion. Strength. We all could use a little bit of strength. And we got the Emperor in reverse. So again, we're not quite taking charge of what needs to be going on. And so our cups are kind of depleted. And that's really a bummer. It sounds like, Cappies, you have the strength, you have the motivation, but you're just not taking care of yourself. And yeah, we need to take care of ourselves. So let's skip right to the bath. Take a magical bath. Think you can do that? Baths are great ways to detox. All right. You ready for your oracle card? You got the Vampire. Isn't she hot? All right, so this is all about emotional intelligence. It would help if I knew my alphabet. The deepest and coldest, the craving of the blood, the hole never filled, the longing like a flood. Whilst there are almost uncountable examples of vampires in literature, movies, and games, somehow the archetype of the blood-hunting, night-stalking, and somewhat elegant creature keeps being reinvented to seduce yet another generation. Although the beautiful and somewhat desirable vampire form doesn't really begin to enter the public consciousness until about the mid-1800s, the idea of a human feeding upon the very stuff of life is very, very much older. The Egyptians, the Sumerians, Indians, and Balkan people all have myths containing vampire-like creatures. The vampire is an interesting figure because it is both horrifying and desirable. Having someone want us so much that they desire to be that closely linked with us kind of feels good, right? Until we realize there is nothing much left for us to give them. Most of us have heard of the concept of emotional vampirism, the idea that people feed off our energy and our goodwill and take advantage of us through manipulation and their incessant neediness. Should the vampire card appear in your reading, like it is right now, Cappies, it may indicate that you are being drained in this way, and the time has come for strong boundaries. We need to be very aware of what gives us energy in our lives and what takes it away. We should be aware of needing people who need us and why we invite people like this into our homes, into our workplaces, and our lives, if indeed we have them around us. Developing the emotional intelligence within ourselves helps us defend against this kind of emotional and psychic attack and enables us to foster healthy, equal relationships of all kinds. So, energy vampires are a thing. They're those people that are always asking for help. Can you help me with this? I need this. They're always there. Please, 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 please. But when you need something, they don't give back to you. They're always taking, they're sucking out your energy. That is why it is so important to exercise self-care. So cleanse it away. And Cappies, if you need to, I give you permission to tell this person no. It's for your own safety, for your own good. Alrighty, on to water signs. So we just finished Earth. If you are an Earth sign or Sun, Moon, Rising, check all your signs. If you don't know all three of your signs, your three major signs in your chart, freebirthchart.com or just Google free birth chart. There's a ton of them out there, and you can get all your stuff. Some of them are super in-depth too, and they're really awesome. How are you doing, Sadhna? I saw you sneak in there. And yes, it's been a very long time. I did sneak in a live stream in July, but other than that, it's been since April. I had some hermit time. I needed to do some of my own personal healing, so I kind of stepped away from the spotlight for a while and just focused on me and my family. All right, Pisces. All right, so those that are just joining us, I am using the Nightmare Before Christmas deck right now. I just finished up with the Dark Mansions on Capricorn's reading, and the Oracle card tonight is the Halloween Oracle, and then our standard self-care quality time deck. All right, Pisces. So yours is a little concerning here. You're feeling very drained, very cut off. So we have the Six of Presents, which would be Pentacles. So this is our Earth, right? Then we also have the Two of Needles. So this is like little problems that are going on, little things that are just kind of niggling at you, kind of taking a little bit of your attention away and making it hard for you to focus. So we don't have a lot to give right now. Hello, Ocean. It's been forever. I'm glad you guys could join us. This is totally a random time, so awesome. I'm on Pisces right now. I already finished Earth signs. So Pisces, we need to get you some more cups, dear. We need to help you exercise those emotions and really fill your cups up and get you, sustained and able to give to others emotionally. So you got the Ancestors card, the love of legacy of our DNA. Let's read the Ancestors card. It's been an entire year since I've read with these cards, so I forget what they mean after a while. All right, Ancestors. I walk in their footsteps. Their wisdom inside me remains. Excuse me, I apologize. I am unique, yet carry a legacy. Their blood runs in my veins. Whether or not we know our ancestors, we are the product of those who have lived before us, DNA-wise at least. Externally, we may have the body type of our father, our mother's eyes, our grandmother's nose, our great-grandfather's skin tone. On the inside, it gets even more interesting. We know how that we can inherit, or we know now that we can inherit the way our body works, blood types, genetic disorders, even propensities for aspects of brain function like introversion, musicality, mathematics. Many pagan paths associated with Halloween believe that we are born perfectly imperfect, to be exactly what we are meant to be. What does this mean? It means that the gifts our ancestors physically, mentally, I skipped a line. It means the gifts of our ancestors have left us in a unique synergy of the combination of physical, mental, and spiritual that is created within us. It sets us up perfectly to achieve our ultimate purpose. Should the Ancestor card bring itself to your attention, Pisces, know that you are ready and able to action your birthright of power. You have the support of those who came before you. There may be challenges or struggles, but you have everything you need to overcome them. You will prevail. So all that, people are taking from you. Again, lots of that going on right now. People are taking from you. They're not giving back. Your cups are disappearing. They're not even, emptying. People are just taking the whole freaking cup. And you have this little niggling feeling in the back of your mind like, I really shouldn't do this. This is not me. I need to take care of myself. I have things that I have going on that I need help with. So why should I be helping all these other people? We should help others, but we should also take care of ourselves, right? So Pisces, your self-care assignment for this week. Number 1, tidy something up. Tidy up a space that you spend a lot of time in. Whether it's your, bathroom counter. Mine tends to get cluttered. Kitchen counter. Again, that's another hot spot. How about your office or your reading space or whatever that is to you? Tidy something up. It will help declutter your mind. And this can kind of go along with that. Create some beauty. So maybe after you tidy that space up, you add some fresh flowers or a new picture or a pretty candle. Or maybe this is you. You want to put on makeup. You want to make yourself look and feel awesome because you deserve it, right? All right, Pisces, I love you. If you need a virtual hug, send me a message on Instagram and say, I could really use a little hug right now. And I am more than happy to send you some love. All right, let's go with Cancer. Cancer is my moon sign. Sorry, guys. Dry throat. It's also my allergy time of year, so if you hear I'm kind of sort of nasally, it's not fun. All right, Cancer. And it is warm in my office tonight. Thank you, Paula. It was great having you here. So watch. Like I said, live streams will be kind of sporadic for now, but they will be here. They will be weekly. So love you. Have a good night. All right, Cancers. Ooh, goodness. We have a thief in the night. All right, my Cancer friends. So we all know that Cancer tends to run on their emotions and they like to overthink things. But sometimes they're right. Okay. So, Cancer. Normally, you are the biggest giver ever. You like give and give and give and give and give. But something happened. Somebody probably took advantage of you. And you're like, nope, I'm not giving anymore. Draw the line, right? Now, this person is like, fine, I'm just going to take it from you. And they come and they take without asking. They make it so you have to help them. So you have to give to this person. This could be a coworker. That's the first one that comes to mind for me. Could be a sibling. Siblings are common. Unfortunately, it could be a parent or grandparent. But it's time to set up some boundaries. The world's going to go on. There's always going to be these people. But it's time for you to have boundaries with these people or this person. Okay? Because you have eternal love headed your way as well. Now, I'm not going to read this description again. So if you want to reverse to Virgo, Virgo got the eternal love card, I believe. And I read the full description there. But it is a possibility that eternal love, your soulmate, is headed your way if you are not already with this person. But this is also a card to remind you that love is eternal. It is never ending. Love continues. Love makes the world go round. All right, let's get you a self-care card for my Cancers. Ooh, Cancer, you need a date night. So if you have a significant other, have them take you on a date or treat your significant other to a date. I mean, that's always fun too, right? If not, have a date with yourself. Take yourself somewhere fun. Or maybe a friend. Guy, girl, doesn't matter. Take a friend out. Have a friend date. Have a sister's date. Go on a date with your mom. Whatever. Something to get out of the house, have a little fun, and forget the worries in life for one night. Sorry guys, the more I talk, the more the cough will probably come out. I know this is really gross, but with my allergies, the snot doesn't come out my nose. I'm not constantly blowing my nose. It goes down the back of my throat. I have post-nasal drip. It's really gross. So that's why my voice is off and I have a cough. All right. Enough with that grossness. Scorpio, you are next, and then we will move on to fire signs. All right. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. What do you need to know for the week of September 13th? Yeah, it's gross. I'm sorry. Allergies are just such a pain in the nasal passages. It's okay. It's a fact of life, right? Life can't possibly always be perfect. We must have challenges. All right, Scorpio. Ooh, we have the Page of Candles. Look at that cute little bat dude. We have a reverse 8 of Potions. So Scorpio, again, you're not taking care of your emotions. And Scorpio, you have 11 cups here. Potions or cups in this deck. 11 of them in reverse. Let's just go directly to the self-care card here. Doug! It's been forever! All right. Scorpio needs 2 self-care cards tonight because they're not taking care of themselves, obviously. All right, give me one more. Or do you need a power card? Okay. All right, Scorpio, you get a power card. Everybody else hasn't gotten a power card, but Scorpio, you're seriously needing it. All right. Scorpio, you need to find something positive to read, something uplifting, or something that you just downright enjoy. If you notice on this card, it's ghost stories. I don't know about you guys, but I love a good ghost story. When I was a kid, this is going to age me a little bit. When Goosebumps first started coming out, I was a kid. I had every single book. And then I went into the R.L. Stine Tales of Terror series. And yeah, I loved those as well. So R.L. Stine was my first into the horror genre of, so to speak, kid versions. I love me some Stephen King. I love it. I love supernatural books. Love them. One of my very favorite YouTubers, guys, okay? Shout out to you, Amy. You are amazing. So Amy's Crypt. Go check her out. Tell her I sent you. I'm also one of her patrons. She goes, right now she's stuck in Australia because, you know, the vid and everything. But she has traveled the world ghost hunting. And she's a very skeptical person. She, you know, totally approaches it that way. But, yeah. Anyway, that was way off topic. I'm sorry, Scorpios. So, read something you enjoy. Go check out Amy's Crypt. And I am confident. Claim it. Be confident, Scorpios. See, Doug, I don't usually go to bed until like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm hanging out with you guys tonight because my husband is in training. I'm young. Thank you. I won't tell you how old I am. Actually, you know, I probably have in another video, and I'm really not ashamed of it. I'm 38 years old and Air Force veteran. Since 9/11 just happened 2 days ago, I was on an Air Force base when the towers were struck. See, you're not that much older than me, Doug. I have cousins that are older than you. All right, Scorpio, get you a Halloween oracle card, and then we're going to move on to fire signs. My husband likes to tell me I'm old, even though he is 6 months older than I am. All right. Ooh, Scorpio, protection. All right. So I'm not even going to read the description for this one. This is all about boundaries, Scorpio. Somebody is walking all over you and taking your joy, and you're not rebooting yourself. All right. Set those boundaries. Take care of yourself. Don't let people walk all over you. I love my Scorpios. My son, my only boy, is a Scorpio, and he's that way. He is such a giver. He lets people walk all over him. No more Scorpios. Take care of yourself. Okay. Which deck did I just use? That one. Okay. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We are going to start with Aries. You're a fire guy. I am equal amounts of fire and water. Aries, Aries. All right, Aries. So, speaking to myself here too. I am fire and water. I am an Aries, Pisces cusp, Cancer moon, and Sagittarius rising. So, lots of fire and water here. Emperor. We Aries like to take charge. That's just kind of who we are. Some of us do it from the background. Some of us are like in your face. But this can cause problems. So, Aries, it might be a good idea to tone down your type A-ness a little bit, just so you don't hurt people's feelings so much, because we tend to do that. We get labeled as aggressive when actually we're assertive, but a lot of people don't know the difference. So if you want to go anywhere in life, because right now you're not, turn it back just a little bit. All right? Don't be quite so up in your face. Give people some breathing room. Maybe try a please and thank you. A good job to somebody else. You forget your moons and stuff. Like I said earlier, you weren't here yet though. Just Google free birth chart, and there's a ton of places you can get it for free. I actually took a birth chart class through the Sisters Enchanted, and that was really interesting. It was just basics, but I learned a lot. Ooh, we haven't had this one yet. So Aries, you got the dawn, the light after the darkness. And I can totally see this from an Aries too. So the world is in a shitstorm right now, right? We are in dark times. Aries, you can be that light as we come out of the darkness. There will be a time when everybody needs your positivity, your drive. They need you to help them get that next step. After the darkest times, the sun will always rise. The dawn will always come. This can be no surprise. Whilst midnight is often thought of as a magical hour, throughout time, dawn has also had its share of the mystical. All manner of magical beings had to return to their true forms by dawn. Werewolves, for example, and vampires could only be active whilst the rays of the sun did not pierce the sky. Dawn and deities of dawn heralded both hope and new life. Goddesses such as Ostara and gods like Helios and Apollo were those who brought new life and the dawn's light to the world. The journey from the darkest night of the soul to a bright and hopeful dawn is one of the deepest and most powerful hero paths repeated over and over in mythology. You should receive the Dawn card. Or should you receive the Dawn card, you are being reminded that there is always a fresh start and a new beginning to be had. Change is unstoppable, and even the most difficult times will pass, no matter how devastating they may seem. Hope is one of the most powerful, motivating forces in the universe, and it's being indicated here. We're just going to leave that like that, Aries. Hey, Doug, have you started a YouTube channel for your tire shop? Or maybe a TikTok? Might be a good idea. Some tips and tricks to keeping your tires nice. Maybe how to change a tire. There's a lot of millennials and Gen Z that don't know how to change a tire. All right, self-care for Aries. Give me one, please. Or two. Okay. Dude, get on it. Simple tricks. Especially TikToks. Simple tricks. How to break loose a stuck lug nut. My husband's a mechanic. I know a little bit. All right, Aries. Bake yourself something. Or bake for somebody else if you don't want to eat it. But baking can be super fun. You're not tech savvy. Don't say that. No. Do you have a cell phone? Does it have a camera on it? Use it. Create. So baking and creating are two things. They're basically the same, right? Let's figure that out. If you're going to bake a cake, you're going to decorate it and you're going to make it nice. If you're going to do cookies, put some icing and sprinkles on it. Make them look pretty. Or you can do two separate things. I love to craft. You have kids, make them record it. Make them record it, Doug. Make them edit it. Pay them $5. I tried to get my daughter to run my Instagram page for me, and she wouldn't. I was even going to pay her for it. She's 14. She knows how to edit better than I do. All right, Leo. Yes. Create. All you got to do is be in front of the camera and show some simple tips. If you want to get deeper, great, get deeper. Because you know what it's going to do for you, Doug? You're like, I don't want to, send people away. I don't want to make it so they can change their own tires or put on their own tires or whatever. It's going to create trust. And those people that they can't physically do it, an 80-year-old guy needs somebody else to change his tires for him most of the time. They're going to trust you because you're giving the secrets away. Right? All right, Leos. Dagon, I am doing all signs, so I am on Leo right now. I have finished all earth signs and all water signs. I am in the midst of fire at the moment. Then I will go into the air signs. I will run my credits, and after that, if we still have time, then I will do personal questions. I don't do love questions, though. All right, Leos. Let's get you an oracle card. Ooh. Leos, what does Leo need for this week? All right, Leos, you got 2 self-care cards. So my husband's a Leo. So if he watches this, which he probably won't because he's not into tarot or anything witchy, right? It's just something I do. But yeah, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. So Leos, someone's taken your presents away again. So we have the reverse 9 of presents, which is Pentacles. The reverse Chariot, so we're stuck. But we have the Ace of Candles. So this tells me that while life has been, we're all adults here, right? Life's been a bitch the last couple years, right? You feel like you're not going anywhere. In fact, you may not be going anywhere because you may be stuck at home. And certain people high up are taking away our liberties, but you still have that light. You still have that hope. You still have that passion that you're driving for, right? It's still there. It's burning. You're keeping it going because this is what you want. This is what you love. This is what you need. This is why I giggled. Leos, you got the werewolf. Exploring wilderness. So, new things, right? Luminosity triggers it. A wild moon rises. pain and blood and fangs, fur and howling and wolfish guises. After a painful, excruciating, bone-jarring struggle against the change, the man releases to the magic, howling unrestrained under the full moon. Now the half-man, half-wolf rises up, snarling, and goes looking for blood. Yes, we all know the power of the werewolf. After the end of the European witch trials, an intense interest in the werewolf developed in folklore tales and evolved to become the stuff of horror stories. Fairly consistently since then, the Wolfman, or Lycan, has featured regularly in tales both oral and written. Of course, during the last 100 years, there have been many hugely popular movies, including American Werewolf in London, the themes in books such as Twilight. My personal favorite would be the Underworld series. The werewolf is kind of a shapeshifter, but one that has traditionally had little control over his wilderness or wildness. In a way, an inner battle between civilization and wild animal nature fights inside the one body. The vitality, strength, and freedom of the animal versus the reason, control and intellect of the man. Which one is the dominant force? What is the healthy balance between our animal nature, one that is wild, free, and connected to nature, and our radically civilized humanness, separate from our dominant over nature? The werewolf asks us to consider this balance and to delve into our own ideas of wildness, independence, and custodianship on the planet. When is the last time you spent all day outside? When is the last time you threw your head back and howled at the moon? Do you quash the vitality and curiosity of your body and mind by sitting all day in front of a computer? The werewolf challenges you to weave a balance between nature and your own nature. Think about that. All right, Leos, this is hilarious because you got the werewolf, right? Connecting with nature, your wildness. Guess what your self-care cards are? Nature and stargazing. Go howl at the moon. Connect with nature. Sorry, that was too perfect, and you guys watched me draw them. That was for Leos, if you missed it. Leos, go take care of yourself. Connect with nature. Next is my Sagittarius brothers. That was, yeah. You're always outside. But do you connect with nature? Being outside and actually connecting are two totally separate things. Have a good night, Doug. It was good to see you on here again. All right, Sag. What do you need to know for the week of September 13th? All right. So my Sag brothers and sisters. Our first card is the moon. The moon shows us diversity. The moon shows us that life always changes. We go through phases, and it's okay. We also got the Nine of Cups. Sometimes we do need to be a little self-centered and concentrate on our own emotions and what is good for us, right? And definitely make sure you go into every situation informed. Don't set out on a fool's journey. Know what you're getting yourself into. Go out with protection. I'm going to read the Jack-o'-lantern now, although I kind of do remember this story, but it comes much better from the book here. All right, Jack-o'-lantern. For my Sagittarius friends, oh Jack, let me carve my protection. Shine your fire outwards, evil rejection and reflection. Halloween wouldn't be the same without the carving of pumpkins into scary jack-o'-lanterns, or cute ones now, right? Glowing menacingly from porches, dinner tables, and, decks everywhere. Jacks actually have a rich history and spiritually, fulfillness. The original term for jack-o'-lantern was a will-o'-the-wisp. You may recognize that from the movie Brave if you're a Disney nut. It's an old British term. The will-o'-the-wisp was a small bundle of sticks used as a flame or torch. The Celts, the Irish, and those living in the Scottish Highlands all carved winter vegetables, not just pumpkins, but also parsnips, carrots, or beets. The time around Samhain, Halloween, was of course when the Fae and the goblins were said to be roaming wild, and so the lanterns were intended to be both scaring off the undesirable, and to light the way in the dark. Today, carving pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns has become an art in itself, a true icon of Halloween. Intricate designs, both scary and funny, can be found in almost every home that celebrates the holiday. Both electric light and candles now illuminate the inside of lanterns. Know that you are protected and that you are capable of creating the life that you want, and that the universe supports you in this should Jack shine his light upon you. Boundaries are important to teach people how to treat us, and drawing this card indicates that you may wish to renew the ones you have or to establish new ones. Don't be afraid to put up new boundaries. And for my Saggy sisters and brothers, candles. Candles light the way. Candles can be for protection. Also, you can get some that smell good and look pretty, and they make you happy. I don't know about you, but maybe it's the fire side of me. I love watching candles burn. They're just mesmerizing. So, for my other fire signs, maybe candles are soothing to you too. All right, last but not least, we have our air signs. So we have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We're going to start off with Gemini. Reset here, get myself a drink. All right, gems. Gemini. What do you need to know for the week of September 13th? Remember, guys, if something is not resonating with you, check your moon and rising signs. So check all, sun, moon, and rising. maybe your moon or rising sign fits you better for your own situation. If you've made it this far, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. That way we know, I know, that you're enjoying tonight's reading. All right, Geminis. Looks like Mama laid down the law. Mama, as in a figure of authority over your life. Somebody that tends to take care of you. This could be work. Has passed a judgment that maybe you don't agree with. Maybe certain mandates. I don't know. Just guessing here. Okay, not really guessing, but... Ooh. Okay, so Geminis, don't be scared of this reading, all right? You are at a precipice. Somebody has laid down the law and you don't agree with it, right? You are kind of in a midway point and there's a lot that you still desire to do and that you need for your life. You're kind of feeling stuck because you make too much to get help, but you don't make enough to actually live. You are working just to get by right now. Now, the death cycle. This is an omen of a new beginning. Okay? Where something dies, there is a rebirth. Let's read this. Okay, so don't be scared. Death is nothing but a transition. 'Tis not the end. Though I may pass in the night, I get to do my time over, although you may get a fright. Many pagans believe that death was the beginning of the life cycle. When you think about it, most people consider the act of birth to be the beginning of life cycle. We're born, we live, and we die, and depending on your beliefs, you may get to go around again. Instead, pagan cultures see death as the beginning of a whole new adventure. The place where your soul gets to choose where it incarnates, why and what experience it wants. Then, and only then, does it get born into a body that lives and eventually dies, before returning to ride the cycle again. Halloween is a celebration of death as part of life. As humans are conscious beings, we know about death, and many are afraid and uncomfortable about it. Halloween illuminates the universal truth that all of us will die, just as all of us were born. So to be fearful of that end process is fairly pointless. Halloween asks us instead to make friends with death, just as we seem friendly with birth, and to not allow our fears and grief to bring us unnecessary pain. Do not be afraid if you pull the death card, as it simply means that something is falling away, or will do so you can begin strongly anew. There is great power in this clearing. If you pull this card, at Halloween in particular, the message is stronger, and still you should actively celebrate this new beginning. So those that don't know, okay, Halloween, Samhain, is the witch's new year. The new year is not January 1st. It is October 31st. November 1st being the first day of the new cycle, right? The Day of the Dead. The day that we celebrate life. Gemini. Self-care card for my Gemini. Ooh, there we go. Scents. So this is, in the picture, aromatherapy. All right, if you like smells, use it to make you feel good. Whether you're using aromatherapy, whether you're using frilly candles or perfumes or whatever, make yourself smell good so you feel good. All right, Libra, and then we will finish with Aquarius. Is there anybody still hanging around that is going to want a personal reading at the end after the credits? All right, my Libras. My mommy's a Libra. I called my mommy earlier tonight because my mom actually paid the adoption fee for my new kitty. And he was laying on my chest purring, so I just had to call my mommy and let her hear him purring because he's adorable. And even though she has true grandchildren, the two-legged kind, she likes her grand cats too. All right, Lady Blind Wolf, you got it. All right, Libras. Reverse Knight of Swords, Three of Swords, and reverse Four of Wands. There's been a lot of reverse tonight. Hello, Mommy. Yes, I have done Scorpio. Scorpio was about in the middle somewhere. I am planning on putting chapters on this live stream after I'm finished, so that you guys that are coming in after the fact will be able to easily get to your readings. All right, come on, give me one for Libra. Or two, that works. That's interesting. Okay, so my Libras. Breathe. Breathe. That's the biggest thing here, okay? So we're getting over the worriedness, the trials and the tribulations that have been plaguing you for a while. And you get to set out on a new journey of passion. But we do want to be cautious, okay? To know what we're getting into on this journey, like any journey, because it could lead to some discord in, a personal relationship. So while we're taking a breather from that which we've worried for so long, and this journey looks amazing. Okay, so this, have you guys seen Back to the Future? I want to say it's the second one. It's either 2 or 3, where Doc Brown goes to the Wild West and he meets the teacher. Yeah. This card reminds me of that. Them picking up the teacher on the stagecoach. That kind of adventurous journey. Meeting of a new loved one. Somebody that was going to be special in their life. But go in with open eyes. Okay? and know your priorities. Also, put up boundaries. So a lot of you guys have gotten the jack-o'-lantern tonight, okay? So it is time for protection. It is time to set your boundaries. Maybe renew them if you've got good boundaries. Set new ones, all right? That way you can scare off the people that are trying to take advantage of you and light the way for the people that need you, that you're there to help, okay? Also, Libras, do a little connecting with nature. Do some stargazing. Maybe howl at the moon like the Leos need to. I always love watching the moon and looking at the stars, and I feel a great connection to nature as long as I take the time to do it. Otherwise, you get that disconnect and things just don't feel right. All right, Aquarius, you may be last, but you are definitely not least. Both. Both of my sisters are Aquarius. 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 Sorry. I was singing it bad on purpose. Gotta have fun with it, right, guys? Ooh. So, I know what's going on with one of my sisters, and this definitely fits her. My other sister, you know, it kind of fits her too, but they're going through completely different things. Let's pull an oracle card for my Aquarius. My soul family. Another jack-o'-lantern. You guys are watching me shuffle these. Alright? Not doing it on purpose. Alright, Aquarius, what self-care card do you need for this week only? Week of September 13th. That one? Okay. So much. Jamie, if you're watching this, or Donna for that matter, you better take this information and use it wisely, because both of you need it. All right, Aquarius, you have all the tools that you need to be successful. It's just a matter of training you up like any young witch or wizard and teaching you how to use those tools. You are very welcome, Ocean. It is okay to say no. Now, on that same card, Aquarius, not only do you have all the tools, you can be the teacher. But again, you need to learn. You need to take the time and learn yourself and all the tools that you have in yourself, so that you can master it, so that you can help others through what they're going through. Because the experience you're going through right now, somebody else can learn from too. You can help someone else through your own suffering. I know you feel like the fire inside of you has died, and there's days that you don't feel like you can go on anymore. But you know what? You can relight that fire. You just have to relearn who you are, because you are not the same person today that you were at the beginning of this journey. You have grown, you've changed, and it's amazing. Relearn who you are. Take time to know you. Pamper yourself. Whether it's a facial, whether it's crystals, I like crystals. Put crystals in your bath water with bath salts. Make sure it's not a water soluble crystal, okay? You want a hard crystal. Quartz is great. I like bath bombs. I like fragrant jewels bath bombs because they come with a ring inside. I mean, how could you not like that? Find somebody that makes them all natural. Whatever makes you tick. But you need to take care of yourself, and you need to date yourself, and you need to get to know you. The person you are today, not the person you were yesterday. Put those boundaries up. Okay? Put out that form of protection. Don't allow the evildoers, the naysayers, to get within your protection circle. Only those people that aren't scared by your light should be allowed past that barrier. To my sisters, I love you both, and I highly suggest you take my advice. It fits you both for both your situations. And I love you. And I love tarot because it can fit so many people for so many situations. And yeah. So if you guys want to stick around till after the credits, I will do some personal readings. If you are watching the recording, I apologize. I will go live as often as I possibly can, but it will be for sure at least once a week. So watch for the notifications on when the next live will be. Until next time, I love you guys. Have a spectacular week. Stand by if you're watching live.